Alright, bitches, so we're back for more Shining Force 3 Scenario 2! And we're in Dusty Village, exploring shit, seeing what is new around town. This, of course, is a village that we never actually went to in Scenario 1 while we were controlling Symbios. Alright, so yeah, Shirov is leader of this village. Alright, don't try anything stupid here. The Empire's in their back pocket. Oh, shit! Alright, so yeah, everything is controlled by Shirov. Don't go over there if you're not part of Shirov's gang, I guess. Sure. Many powerful bandits have arrived. Oh, it's the village of his dreams because there's powerful bandits here? Interesting. Yes, we are an Imperial Prince. That's true. Gotta tell the truth there. Should leave as soon as possible. Bitch! Come on. I'm Prince Median. Hello? I'm not exactly a pussy here. Alright, so, oh, Basanda, yes. Basanda. There, so here's, High Priestess Basanda. You know what, in the future, I sense an ass beating coming from Symbios for you, Basanda. Oh yeah, okay, here we go. So this syncs up pretty well with what goes on in Scenario 1. So if you guys remember when General Spiriel first really shows up in Scenario 1, well, at least like when we fight her and stuff, she is being controlled by Basanda. And right here, this is setting up Basanda's control of Spiriel. Spiriel's army is currently, working independent and is by itself. So now Basanda and her masked Bolzum monks can attack Spiriel's army and get them under Basanda's control. And they're just so brazen that they're talking in the middle of the fucking street. They just don't give a fuck. Because obviously Dusty Village is controlled by Shirov. Ho-ho! Speaking of Shirov, hey! Yeah, hey, good to see ya. So here we have two bosses in Scenario 1 who get their shit pushed in by Symbios. And I don't know, it's almost kind of implied here that Shirov has been piping Basanda down. Giving her a little bit of that strong D action. Oh yeah, after your plan succeeds. Oh yeah! Let's ask Symbios, Median, and Julian how your plan works out. Alright, yeah, Prince Erant and General Cruet. Oh, Mazaka! They're bad! Yeah, I understand, thanks. Prince Erant and General Cruet are not good. Oh shit, he's pissed. So this scene right here, this is actually kind of reminiscent of Final Fantasy VII when you first arrive in Casa del Sol, and like Heidegger gets chewed out by President Rufus, and then Rufus leaves, and then he immediately starts taking it out on all the sailors. This is the same thing with Shirov here, where he's like, go ahead, say something, bitch! Say something to my face. And his bandits are like, fuck that, we didn't see anything. This bandit's like, huh? Oh, I was playing Pokemon Go. I didn't even listen to your conversation. Oh, okay. We got something in here. What's in here again? Oh man, I got distracted by Shirov. I swear there's something in here. Oh man. This is a bookshelf. Is there anything in here? Oh, the books look complicated. What the fuck? Okay. Made up of rogues, but they never lay a hand on the poor. Okay. So they kind of all act like Robin Hood. I mean, so I would say maybe they're not that bad, but no. We already saw how they tried to kill all those innocent people on the train and shit. Like, Shirov's gang is indeed, they're a bunch of fucking pricks. Okay, so these people are just delusional. That's the case here. I got it. Okay. Okay, so what are you? No. What are you? Boss Sheriff is wearing boots. Okay. This guy, wow, that's a weird line of dialogue there. That's fine, though. Okay, so here we get a antidote herb. That's gonna be 15 gold, because I'll be selling that. Shirov's prowess, huh? His visual prowess? He's got the Sharingan going? No, I don't think so. Bookshelf, you got anything? From Superior Weapons? Oh, yeah, we already know about this. that, you know, the very highest tier of weapons will have their own unique special attack. Yeah, yeah. I'll be showing a bunch of those off. Okay, so because Shiraf and the Imperial Elite are in bed together, basically, looks like the bandits have free reign. So we have got to do something about that shit. Alright, let's head into the bar here. There's not a ton of treasure here in Dusty Village. Like, with how kind of, like, you know, big some of these buildings are, you'd think there'd be a little bit more. But there's only 6 treasures. And, you know, there's 2 in 2 different buildings, so... yeah, nothing in here. Let's see if we can get any information here in the pub. Okay, that's no one. Thank you, median. There we go. You here to have some fun? Hell no, we're on business. Yep, okay, so Sheriff bribed Imperial generals. Obviously, he's referring to Cruert there. Oh, shit, median. You're gonna be able to get her to be your date tonight. Oh, damn. Keeps all the girls busy. Oh, okay, but yeah, all the bandits, they're all off around the world. I understand that. All right. Girls don't bother to come near him, whatever. Should have taken a bath. Come on now, good sir. We didn't know when to stop drinking. All right, that's enough. So clearly, Shiraf and his bandits, they're living it up. They're living the motherfucking high life. Okay, so there's nothing in that floor for some reason. But if we come out here... uh-oh, big trouble! Alright, so this scene is actually relatively important. This is like a big connecting event between Scenario 1 and 2 right here. The scenes actually do fit, like, perfectly. That's one of the big things that's very impressive about Shining Force 3, is they don't fuck up with their timeline at all. Like, everything does neatly fit into place. So this Birdman right here, this is the Birdman that was in the battle in the cargo hold with Benetram and Symbios in Scenario 1, where we rescued Irene. And if you guys remember, one Birdman did not actually finish that fight. He flew away and left. This is that Birdman right here. Alright, out with it, motherfucker. Okay, so yeah, this is where he's like, yeah, we're in the cargo area of Railhead. And then Sheriff is like, Nani! You went to Railhead. Yeah, that's Garvin's territory. You better not have taken Garvin's property, because Garvin is like a fucking evil sorcerer prick bastard. Probably don't want to anger him. Alright, and see, you know, Shiraf also is in bed with Garvin. So, they all kind of shrink there. That's funny. So these bandits are heavily connected. You know, Garvin, the bandits, the Balsam sect, and some of the high-ranking members of the Imperial Army, such as Erant and Cruert. It's all a big conspiracy by all of them. Alright, so it looks like Shiraf is at least kind of tight with Garvin, so he'll be able to fix that. Alright, so yeah, what's this big trouble you're yelling about? Alright, Symbios and his army. Oh, shit! Yeah, so now we know exactly where Symbios is. He's in Railhead. Shiraf is like, Nani! Yo, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure kicks ass. I'm just pretending that Shiraf is old Joseph Joestar right now. Oh no! Alright, yeah. Benetram's with him too. Alright, well obviously they're trying to get away. They can't just waltz across the plains with 10 Imperial armies trying to find them. Alright, yeah, remember when we were in Railhead in Scenario 1, those border guards did show up, and that was the reason that we had to try and sneak aboard the train, you know, hidden in the cargo. So yeah, even though Basanda tells the fucker, hey, they're probably gonna try and use the train, he was like, well, I guess we won't, you know, guard the fucking train or anything. Yeah, it's actually an ingenious plan. Benetram is smart as hell. Was the symbiote army dealt with? Was it Birdman? Actually, we got our asses kicked. Nani? Yeah. These bandits, the bandits are not strong. Really, none of the bandit enemies are of any particular, deadly variant. Even Shiraf is a bitch. Met a suspicious mercenary. Hey, there's a reference to Julian. It has been a long-ass time since we've seen Julian or heard him even mentioned. Alright, so now here's where Shiraf and the bandits go to, try and take control of the trains and go fuck Symbios and Benetram up. And, of course, we know that Shiraf and all of his bandits, all they're gonna do right here is actually go to their death. Because that's all that awaits Shiraf. Yeah, even if all of his men weren't out looting the ruins, they're all weak bitches. They would have been taken down. Yeah, and of course the border guards, those corrupt fucks, they're the ones who are trying to kill the innocent refugees. The ones that we saved them all at the railroad switching point, and we're gonna get a weapon in Scenario 3 because of that. Alright, so 2 of the Birdmen, they're gonna go fly off and gather up a lot of the bandits, and then the other 3 are gonna take these fuckers over to the trains. Onward! Alright, bye, bandits! And they all fuck off. Bye, Shiraf. We'll probably see you someday again, I'm sure. Okay, yeah, so Symbios and his army are headed towards the railway switching point. If we move our asses quick, we probably can catch up to them. But we can't catch up with Shiraf's gang. Because Shiraf, they're going to where the actual trains are. Because remember, Shiraf actually does get in front of Symbios. Alright, yeah, General Spirial took that path through the mountains, so that's the way we're gonna take. Okay, yep, Grand Tack, good ship. Grand Tack, of course, you know who Grand Tack reminds me of is Dr. Tot from Final Fantasy IX, actually. I kind of get that same scholarly, advisor, vibe from Grand Tack there. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna pat myself on the back for that one. Dr. Tot. He is exactly like Dr. Tot. Alright, but coming back out here, we have Bernard, who, if you guys remember, we saved in Scenario 1. He was tied up in Balsamo, in the inn where all of the high priests of Balsam were. And Bernard did not want to join a Republican army. But here, we're going to be able to get him here. Alright, so this is one of General Rogan's men. We're going to hear a lot about General Rogan. If you guys actually remember, the first time we fought Thial, I attacked Thial and we got that key from him, and Zero showed up and said that he could save Rogan with that. That will come into play way later. Alright, so Rogan had a little foresight, and he sent Bernard to go get info on the Balsam sect, which was very, very smart of him to do. See, that's one thing I do like about this game, too, is that the heroes are very, very competent. A lot of these, advisors and stuff are just so intelligent. I can understand, why, the heroes win in this story is because, using their heads, they're able to come up with these ingenious plans to stop the enemies rather than just doing that shit brute force. I love that. Yeah, Balsam Sect rented the entire inn. That, of course, was where they encountered Symbios. Oh yeah, the captive emperor as they were entering the inn. That, of course, would be Thial, who was disguised as Benetram at the time. Yeah, he was captured, and then he was rescued by Symbios. Yeah, rescued? By whom? Yeah, so it's like, wait a minute. If Symbios and Benetram are traveling together, why would Benetram capture you only for you then to be rescued by Symbios? That doesn't make sense at all, considering they're traveling together. Yeah, some choice words at him? You called him a fucking dickhead and ran away. You should have joined him. Well, actually, we could use Bernard on Median's force a lot more than we could have on Symbios' force. Alright, so we gotta catch up to Symbios. Oh yeah, why did you come here? That's a good question. Balsam Sack, Dusty Village, and Shiraf. Yes, they all are connected. Why don't you come along with us, fuckboy? We need a good archer, because Waltz is not a good archer. Yeah, because remember, General Rogan is really, really tight with Prince Median. So, of course, you know, anyone in the Rogan army is going to get along well with Median. Alright, together we're going to do this shit. Okay, so now we have Bernard. Bernard is very good, just like Hayward. I think Hayward's probably going to end up being better than Bernard, but that's because Hayward is like a fucking, you know, archer god, honestly. Alright, so now we just have to get 2 more pieces of treasure. But they're both in Shiraf's mansion, because now that Shiraf has fucked off, his mansion is unguarded. And before we leave, I'll also make sure to use that bright honey on Arito. Alright, so the first thing we want to do is, there's actually like this balcony, or porch, I guess. We could go along back here into a hidden room. Secrets, 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 and we get a battle bracer. Okay. So we can raise someone's attack. Now, whose attack do we want to raise here? Probably Rock. Well, no, Bernard. Yeah, I think I'm going to raise Bernard's attack because Rock is about to level up. Like, he's going to level up anyway. Yeah, okay. So Bernard is a little weaker than Rock if we consider their levels. Now, I'm actually going to do a little bit of grinding in the next battle. I'm going to see if I can't get everyone up to, like, around level 5 or so, or maybe as high as it can go. Scenario 2, I've mentioned several times, is a little tricky. There's not really a lot of good grinding battles in Scenario 2. Scenario 2, it's just crazy the amount of gimmick fights that are just constant, never-ending. Love story between the master and mistress. Okay. Master, of course, being Shiraf. Okay. Okay, so Shiraf has a family. That's interesting. Has left her very... Okay! Life with Shiraf has left her bitter. That sounds awesome. Learn to rob a train! Yes! Unable to fight effectively. Well, that doesn't really work out too well for him when they try that on Symbios' train. So, fuck you. What's up? Not everyone enjoyed it. Mistress is... Oh, yeah. So, Shiraf has got a fucking wife here. And, Shiraf was probably plowing Basanda at the same time. Damn. She wants to destroy a golden statue. That, of course, would be the holy statue of Elbasam, which does indeed get destroyed once Basanda gets Spirial under his control. Under her control. Yeah, Shiraf really does like Basanda. That's true. Divine retribution upon anyone with an evil heart. Holy shit. Okay. That, I guess that's a good way to describe the statue, then. Avoid emotions. Okay. And this is, Shiraf's baby mama right here. Oh, shit. One of those wenches in the bar. Okay. Damn. Okay, so Shiraf is, a little bit of a PIMP then, huh? He's got a wife here. What the fuck? Is Why is there a picture? That's Basanda, right? That's a picture of Basanda basically doing like a Sonic the Hedgehog like peace sign right there. I never noticed that before. Wait. There was another one. Was that Basanda too? That was pretty fucking good. No, that's okay. What the hell? Basanda. Okay, that's all the treasure, right? Yeah, because we got the antidote herb, we got the battle bracer, goddess tear. Alright. So I guess we could just talk to everyone, use the bright honey, and then we can get the fuck out of here. Okay. So let's put this away. We don't need that. We don't need the goddess tier. Okay. So let's talk to everyone then. Alright, Symbiote's force headed to the railway switching point. We gotta speak with King Benetram and find out what the fuck is going on. Very good. Arita, what do you got to say? That's true. Yeah. Shira, they could have gone to the switching point. That would have been chaos, because remember, Medion does show up at the switching point. We already know about that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. A battle between the Symbiote's army, the border guard, us, and then, like, if Shiraf was there, shit would be nuts. Synthesis wants, she wants some money to get back at those who forced her to be in a harem, huh? So the border troops are under the command of Prince Erant. We actually do know that because they showed up at Railhead and they announced that, you know, they're under orders from Erant. Alright, so yeah, Waltz, yeah, you're weak. I don't know why, just bat poison fucked you up. Basanda is, of course, going to capture General Spirial. She's a bitch like that. Reputation for wicked and callous acts. Yes, like attempting to kill refugees. Rock, you are very correct. Okay, so let's just hit up the church. I'm going to drop a save, and then we will... I think this is a church right here. And then I'll ensure that we get that bright honey used for that +4 MP. Gotta love that.